Good morning. Welcome to your chair yoga practice. My name is Dibnah, and I'm delighted to be here today. All you'll need today is a chair, hopefully a solid chair without arms, so that you can move your arms freely and move your body freely. If you have to have arms on the chair, that's okay. Any movement is better than no movement. So grab something comfortable and come and sit in your chair. We're going to start with our feet at hip width distance, so toes pointing forwards and heels straight back. You want to think about the four corners of the bottoms of your feet. So that's the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, and the two back edges of your heels. These will be your foundation for your practice. And whether you're standing or sitting, rooting into the four corners of your feet will help you to feel more stable on the chair and as well as when you're standing. So about 2 fists between the ankles or the knees. If you can't get down there to measure hip width distance, you want to align the kneecaps with the bones of your hips and then guiding the kneecaps to the center of your foot, so about between the second and third toe. So once you've got that, rooting down into the four corners of your feet, drawing your shoulders up to your ears, take a deep inhale here, just arriving here. Big exhale, let it go. Shake out your arms, really just arriving here, letting your energy settle. Good, again, inhale, roll your shoulders up. Squeeze them up by your ears. Maybe you've been here all week and now really let it go. Shake it out, letting go. Good, and one more time. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Big sigh, let it all go. Exhale all the stress, all the worry, all the fear, all the doubt. Let it all go. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms out and wide, drawing in love and light and hope, and bring it right into your heart center, right into your body. Press your thumbs gently in towards your heart center, right at the center of your sternum bone, and then lift your heart up to meet your hands. Draw your shoulders back and down. And here you will set a dedication, a wish, a prayer for yourself or somebody who needs it today. It's something meaningful to you. Something that you can refer back to if your mind starts to wander through your practice or if things get challenging. In your mind's eye, you can say, my prayer is such and such, or my intention is such and such, or I dedicate my practice to so and so. Start to listen to the sound of your breath. And take another super deep inhale all the way down into your lower back. And send out your wish, your prayer, your dedication. Really seal it here. And bow your head towards your hands to honor your body today, to really listen into what your body needs. And to know that this is just a practice of self-care. There's no right or wrong, as long as you don't injure yourself or force your body into anything. All is welcome, all is okay, and you're just going to do what you can today. And gently press your palms into one another now. And we're just going to take a gentle wrist stretch by pressing your left hand into your right. And you'll notice that I close my eyes through my practice. This helps me to really feel into my body. And you're welcome to join me with your eyes closed, or if it feels better to keep your eyes open and just soft to something on the floor in front of you, that is also always welcome. Know that at any time you can just stop and pause and breathe your natural breath. And we're going to go back the other way. I think I forgot to say, go to your right. Just opening up through the wrists. So nice and gentle. The hands are something that really need extra care. We're using our hands most of the day, and often we sort of forget about them needing a little stretch, a little TLC as well. So just gently back and forth now. Good, and then we're going to lace our hands, take a deep breath in, and reach them straight out and forward. So right from your heart center. Have a look at your hands, just notice the physical, the backs of your hands, your skin, what color your fingernails are. Good, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow your hands to fall towards your knees. Good, and then inhale, rise your hands all the way to the sky. And if that's not available to you to keep the hands laced, you can just take a wrist here. We're just going for length in the sides of the body, through the front and the back of the body. Good, rooting down into those four corners of your feet, pressing down into your seat. Really rise up here like you're awakening from a long nap, and then release your hands away from each other and wiggle your fingers. You can look up here if that feels good in your neck. Otherwise, just keeping your chin neutral, looking forwards is perfect. But really reach up here, deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring that love, that light, that hope back into your heart. Gratitude. Good, inhale here. And exhale, release your hands beside you, palms facing forwards. We call this seated Tadasana or mountain pose. So here, if we were to look at you from the side, your ear, your shoulder, and your hip would all be in one line. Belly gently tucked in towards your spine, not a holding, but just a gentle hugging in towards your back body. Good. Reaching your fingertips away from each other, stretching the webbings between your fingers. Root down into your feet once again and reach out and up this time, all the way up, bringing in all that positive energy, gratitude, hope, love, light, and bring it into your heart center. Follow your hands with your eyes and lace your fingers the opposite weave that you did the last time. Press your palms down and away from you. Draw your chin into your throat. Gentle stimulation for the thyroid gland at the center of your throat. Stretching the back of your neck long. Deepen your breath. Good. Stay for one more breath here. Really reach your palms away from your shoulders. And then root down again into your feet, into your seat, and rise all the way up. And again, you can take that opposite wrist here if that doesn't feel okay to keep your hands laced. And then really reach to the sides of your ribs, being mindful to pull that belly gently into your spine. And just a gentle rocking side to side. I'm going to think about opening up through the sides of your body here, through the ribs and the breathing muscles that get really tight as we sit. Good. And just back and forth a couple of times here gently, keeping your feet rooting down into the earth, keeping your seat rooting down into the chair. Good. Big smile if you can, cheesy smile. Even if you're feeling really kind of low today, try and make a big smile. This actually changes the chemistry in our brain. It tricks our body into thinking that we're happy. So even if you're not happy, you can smile. And they say fake it till you make it. Well, this is where we can practice that. Good. Stay for one more breath. Really reach and exhale. Release your arms. Oh, it feels so good after that long stretch to let your shoulders relax. Bring your hands behind your back. Same option here. So you're either going to lace your hands behind your back or grab a wrist. Okay, so whatever is available today. I'm going to lace my hands. My shoulders are feeling good. Draw your shoulders up to your ears. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, roll them back and down so that you feel your shoulder blades gently come closer together on your back body. And rather than squeezing your shoulder blades together, think about just a gentle kiss, a sweet kiss of the shoulder blades together. Good. Reach your knuckles down behind you and start to feel the stretch through the sides of the neck. Good. Root down into the four corners of your feet. Take a deep breath in, reach through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder. If you want to add on here, you're going to slide your hands over to your left hip. Hands are laced, or you've got your right wrist in your left hand. Good, and then really feel that neck through your left side, stretch and open. Good, and then we're gonna go to the other side. So nice and tall through the spine, inhale, and take your hands over to that right side now. And you might feel a little bit of a deeper stretch through your left side. Good, so we've still got the right ear to right shoulder. Good, and then come back to center, deep breath in. Rise the crown of your head to the sky, and we're gonna just shake out our hands in between. Good, lace your hands the opposite weave behind your back. Good, roll your shoulders up, deep breath in. Exhale, roll them back and down. Draw your knuckles down behind you. Your hands can come away from your back if that feels okay in your shoulders. Otherwise, you're just gonna rest your hands against your back body. Your arms don't have to be straight here. Good, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, take your left ear to your left shoulder. Oh, that feels great today. You don't have to go far. The head is already heavy enough, between 8 and 10 pounds on the top of your neck. So the weight of your head simply rolling over or leaning over to that shoulder will help to stretch the neck muscles. Good, and then we're going to take our hands onto our right hip, so same side here that you're stretching, and really reach the ear down towards your shoulder. Keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. Good, and slowly come back to center. Good, neutral spine, and then hands onto your left hip if you're adding on here, and left ear again to your left shoulder. You might find a little bit of a deeper stretch here as your arm is gently tugged behind you. Good, and slowly come back to center, inhale, and again, shake it out. Nice deep breaths here, good. And then we're just gonna release those shoulders, any tension from the shoulders. Notice if you've been holding your shoulders up at your ears, and let them go here. Sometimes when we're stressed, or if we're living from a place of fear or panic, or just a sense of unknowing, we can have our shoulders up by our ears. They hold a lot of stress, a lot of tension. And so we really just want to let that go today. Good, and then go the other way. So it's just a little shimmy, 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 shimmy. You might feel your upper back getting a little gentle twist here. Good, we're going to move our spine today in all 6 directions and hopefully get some of that energy moving and out so that we can move on with our day, our week, feeling really great, alive, full of gratitude, full of love, full of hope. Good, and then just release. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Good, nice big shake here. And release your hands forward once again into that Tadasana, mountain pose. So reminder, ear over shoulder, shoulder over hip, belly gently tucked in, feet rooting down into the earth, palms are forward. Palms forward because it opens the chest. Okay, it allows for a deeper breath. Reach out and up, deep breath in. Good. As you exhale, bring your right arm under your left. Give yourself a loving hug. Oh, big hug. Spread your fingers wide and see if you can wrap them closer to your shoulder blades. See if you can actually grab onto your shoulder blades. You don't have to get there today. It's just where you're going. A deep, loving hug. Feel the breath move into your upper back as you breathe into your hands. And then allow your head to fall between your arms. So keeping the length through the sides, the front and the back of your spine, but allowing your head to just fall softly here. Think about a little bird in its nest, just nestling in here to your body, to your home. And then as you're here, say something nice about yourself. So I am healthy, I am friendly, I am beautiful, I am alive, whatever it is. Say something positive about yourself. Those were all just facts, really. So, so find something nice to say about yourself. Take another deep breath in. I'm humble too. And exhale, full breath out. Good. And then inhale, reach your arms up, deep breath in. And exhale. This time you're going to take your left arm under your right arm. Give yourself a loving hug. This time we're going to very gently rock. Just our upper back, legs are staying stable, feet are rooting down into the earth, seat is pressing into the chair, and you're just taking a gentle rocking here. So again, you're a little birdie nestling into your nest, fluffing up your little feathers, really just loving yourself here. And listen to the sound of your breath. And come into stillness for a couple more breaths here. And really reach your hands behind you. Feel your back body fill with breath and then let it go. Good. Once again, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Deep, full breath in. This time we're going to go a little bit further. Okay, so option here is to take the right arm underneath the left, and you're going to take eagle arms. Okay, so we're just using our arms here. We're just opening up the shoulders and the back. Spread your fingers super wide. And if that doesn't work for you, you can also try bringing the backs of the hands together, or go back to that hug. Okay, what we're trying to avoid here is anything funky in the wrists. So try not to move the wrists in any way to get the hand there. Okay, if it doesn't go naturally or easily, make it simple and just bring the backs of the hands together, or again, that hug. Okay, so, and then we're going to close our eyes here, or soften your gaze, drawing your shoulder blades again to that kiss sensation, and allow the fingertips to reach up towards the sky. So elbows are going to move up and away, fingertips are going to move up. Good, stay for one more breath here. Deep breath in, feel the stretch in the shoulders, the back of the upper back. Good, inhale, reach your arms out and wide and feel all that energy move back into your arms. And exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting here with your intention, your dedication, your wish, your prayer. Let your shoulders be soft. Allow your tongue to melt to your lower palate. And let the space between your eyebrows relax, your temples soften. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, this time left arm under right. You can start again with that beautiful hug or bring the hands together. Spread your fingers wide. These are like eagle's feathers. You see them flying, soaring above. The feathers are really spread out. Good. Close your eyes here. Powerful bird pose in your upper body. Again, rooting down into the four corners of your feet, rooting down into your seat, and allowing that pressure of your feet and seat to press down into the floor to rise you up higher towards the sky. You can close your eyes here, soften your gaze, and then slowly start to work your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Drawing your elbows up a little higher, fingertips up towards the sky, and only going to where your body can today, where it feels really nourishing, really nurturing. Thinking of yoga as your self-care time. Stay for one more breath. Good. On your inhale, rise your arms out and wide. Feel that energy draw into your arms. Beautiful. And exhale, hands to heart center. Deep breath in here. And exhale, release your hands onto your lap. Good. Take a deep breath in here, roll your shoulders up. And exhale, roll them back and down. Again, roll your shoulders up. Deep breath in, exhale, back and down. And one more time. Draw those shoulders up and exhale, roll them back and down. We're going to take some modified cat-cows here in our chair. So bringing your hands onto your lap, thinking about your feet as your foundation. So they're actually going to extend out from the chair. So you can think about your front legs as another extension of the chair legs. Okay, so nice and solid on the four corners of our feet. Lift up all 10 of your toes for a moment here. Okay, we're going to do some brain work, connecting with our feet first. So lifting up all 10 of your toes, inhale, and then exhale slowly, one at a time if you can. Take your big toe down, then your second toe, then your third toe, and fourth and fifth. See if you can spread them out so that you've got a wider foundation. Good. And then bring your hands, same thing, onto your lap. Lift up all 10 of your fingers, and then slowly, this will be easier, lay them down on your lap. So you've got nice solid foundation under your feet and under your hands. Good. Draw your shoulders up, deep breath in. And exhale, roll them back and down. Good. Take a deep breath in and draw your heart forwards and up as if there's a little string right up from the center of your heart, lifting your heart up, shoulders come back and down, gentle kiss of the shoulder blades on your back, elbows right beside your body, hands are pressing down gently into your lap, feet are rooting down into the floor. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to curl from your tailbone, rocking it forwards, hips comes forwards, low back rounds, upper back rounds, chin draws into chest, hands slide forwards on your lap, and shoulders draw up towards your ears. Pause here for a moment and feel that rounding in your back. Good. Inhale, slide your heart forwards. The movement is actually coming from the tailbone first, rising up through the chest, finally through your chin, shoulders back and down, connecting on your back body gently. Good. Inhale here. And as you exhale, tailbone slides forwards, belly draws in, upper back starts to curl forwards, shoulders draw forwards, and hands come onto the knees for support. Pull your belly deeply into your spine here. Draw your chin right into your throat, right into your chest. Good, and inhale one more time in both directions, drawing your heart forwards, shoulders back and down, elbows beside your body. Good, and exhale, slowly come forwards. Good, and inhale, come back to neutral spine. So somewhere in between those two extremes, you are tall and strong, feeling the same length on the front of the body as the back of the body. So belly's gently tucked in, sides of the body are long. Good. Release your palms forwards into your seated Tadasana once again. Good. We're going to take some twists here. So bring heel toe your feet right together. So big toes are touching. Heels are just an inch apart, and then the knees are going to come right together. So this is going to allow the hips to be in a really stable position so that we're not twisting from the hips, but rather from the upper body. Okay, so if it helps you, you can squeeze a block or anything actually in between your knees that will allow you to squeeze something so that you're not going to move your hips. Okay, so feet are still toes facing forwards, heels straight back, knees drawing right into each other with quite a bit of effort so that you are keeping your hips stable. Okay, so inhale, reach up, look up, big breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to take both hands over to the right side. Notice if your knees have started to slide forwards. Your left knee might have slid forwards a little bit. So bring it back. So this is a movement from the hips, but your knees are the indicators. Okay, so left hand is going to come onto your lap. Right hand is onto the chair behind you. Now press down into your feet and into your seat, and then root down into your hands and rise up through the crown of your head. Good. Before you start to twist, make sure that your spine is really tall. And then as you exhale, maybe you twist a little further here. You can do that big cheesy smile again. The more you do it, the more you sort of feel comfortable with it, of course, and the better you feel. It actually works. So press down into your seat, into your feet, and rise up through the crown of your head, and exhale, gently twist. Good, one more breath here. Press down into your feet, your seat, and rise up. And exhale, twist. Good, just slowly come back to center on your inhale. Good, and allow that energy to settle on your exhale. So you want to think of it a little bit like memory foam. When we go in and out of a pose, we want to allow that memory foam to sort of come back to its original shape. Same thing with our spines, same things with our bodies. We don't want to go too quickly. Okay, so as you're ready, press down into your feet, squeeze the knees together, heels are just slightly apart, allowing the feet to be parallel. Reach up, look up if that feels okay in your neck, and then exhale, slowly release your hands onto your left side. Your right hand comes onto your left lap. Make sure that, again, that right knee is not jutting forwards of the left. Good, and the left hand is behind you on the chair. Draw your shoulders back and down, press down into your feet and rise up through the crown of your head. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently twist. Squeeze your knees together. Good, root down into your feet, into your seat. Rise up through the crown of your head. Deep breath in. And exhale, gently twist. Good, one more breath here. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, gently twist. Doesn't matter how far you go, you don't have to go far here. Just really feeling into your body and what you need today. Good, as you're ready, come back to center on your inhale. Good, and then you can separate your feet here back to hip width distance, palms face up on your lap, and just close your eyes and allow that energy to settle. Noticing what is happening in your body. And really taking inventory as a witness to your practice. You can keep checking in and asking, what do I need today? What do I need today? So for the next couple of moves here, we're going to be leaning forwards on our chair. So more than ever, that foundation of the feet, the four corners of the feet, is going to come into high importance here, okay? And if you've got anything going on in your head, like glaucoma, if you've got pressure behind the eyes, if you've got a headache, or if you are experiencing low or high blood pressure, keep your head up and above your heart, okay? So what that will look like is you're going to come forwards into a forward fold, and the head stays up above the heart. If it feels okay for you, you're going to let your head just fall towards the floor. Okay, so I'm going to guide you through it. Bringing your hands onto your lap once again. Feet are at hip width distance. Toes can lift for a moment so that you can really feel into the balls of your feet and the heels of your feet. Good, and then allow your toes to just fall towards the floor. Good. Draw your shoulders up to your ears, deep breath in. And as you exhale, draw them back and down, elbows beside you. Good, so this is going to allow for the back to be nice and stable, elbows tucked right in. Try not to let them fall out. Okay, so tucked right in. Deep breath in. As you exhale, pull your belly in and slowly come forwards. Okay, this is a rocking of the pelvis. Coming forwards, that is a hip hinge. Good, and now you may stop here, elbows tucked right in beside you. If that feels okay today, you just stay there. And some of you might find that you can reach down towards your toes or even behind your legs and give yourself a loving hug. Squeeze your upper body towards your lower body. Deep, full breaths here. And slowly start to rise through the crown of your head, pressing it forwards. Bring your hands back onto your lap if they've moved. Elbows right beside your body. Press down into the four corners of your feet and slowly rise up with a long spine. Good. And then just stay for a moment. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded at all, keep your eyes open at something in front of you and allow that to settle. Sometimes we can get a rush of blood into the head. Feel a little bit lightheaded. Good. Take a deep breath in and reach your arms out and around you. Reach up, stretch up, grab everything you need. Gratitude, hope, love, connection. What do you need today? Take a deep breath in and exhale, return to Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. Bringing your hands onto your lap once again. We're going to take that forward fold. Okay, so this is optional. If you'd like to just sit upright in your chair, if you've got some feedback from that last pose and you didn't enjoy it, you can stay upright, okay? And just focus on your breath, listening to the sound of your breath. Okay, otherwise you're going to join me by drawing your shoulders up to your ears. Deep breath in. Exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Good. Placing your hands once again on your lap firmly. Elbows right beside you. Feet pressing down into the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw your belly to spine. Keep your spine nice and long here. Really press down into your feet, finding that stability. And you can stop here if you like. Or if you're going a little further, allow your chest to fall towards your thighs and grab the backs of your legs. Loving hug here. Really squeeze. This is amazing for digestion. It also creates compression at the front of the body to allow for more space, more breath in the back of the body. And if it feels okay today, gently shake your head yes and no. Good. And then bringing your hands onto your lap once again, elbows right beside you, root down into the four corners of your feet, pull your belly gently in, and slowly rise with a long spine. Good. And then just pause here. Once again, allowing that energy to settle. Beautiful. Yeah. So we're going to start moving the legs a little bit. If that's not possible for you today, you can repeat that first part again and just use your breath and just enjoy the movements that you can do today. Otherwise, we're going to move into our lower body a little bit, and then we're going to stand up and do some balancing poses and finish with a beautiful meditation. So as you're ready, you're going to press down into your left foot and draw your right knee up and into your chest. Give yourself a loving hug. Good. Sitting up as tall as you can. So imagine here for a moment that both your feet are still on the floor and you're still nice and upright in that Tadasana or that mountain posture with the ear over shoulder, shoulder over hip. Try not to lean back to hold the leg. If you need it a little bit lower, you can bring it onto a block or something in front of you to help to lift the leg up. Okay. Otherwise, lock your hands right up to the webbing if you can and draw that leg up, shoulders back and down. Good. And flex your toes. So the foot is really active here. You can spread your toes wide. Good. And then we're going to point and flex. Point and flex. And listening to the sound of your breath. And then we're going to go little circles. Deep, full breaths here. Go ahead and go the other way. See if you can feel your belly expanding and contracting as you breathe. Big belly breaths. Good. And a couple more times. Point and flex. Point and flex. Good. And now we're going to take our hands behind the thigh, drawing it in once again. Doesn't matter how high you can get your leg here. Okay, so flexing the toes once again. You're going to kick your heel up, 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 as high as you can go today. Go ahead, hold it here. Feel the back of your leg getting a nice little stretch. Good, and yours might look very different. It might be here, okay? It might even be with a bent knee, and that's okay. So just go to where you can today. I like to move my foot around a little bit, stretch that. Point and flex. Nice long stretch. Good. And then bend the knee. Good. And we're going to take the hand onto just below the knee, sitting up tall, press down into your left foot, and you can even place your left hand on your lap for support. We're going to open, hold, and draw back in. Notice that my foot is really active. It's not floppy. When we activate the foot, the whole leg gets stronger. Good. So nice and tall. Open and close. If you want to think about it as a door opening, you can go a little bit faster now. So your body will tell you what you need. If it's too fast for you, you can slow it right down again and go nice and slow. Both are great. So however you need to here, you're going to support the leg and just do little circles. So just moving the hip in its circular range. Good. And then other side, or other way, I should say. And just noticing how your hip moves. If there's any clicking and grinding, that's okay. Just go a little easier, not to force, not to feel any sharp pain, just to feel the movement more than anything. Good. And then draw that leg back up and in. Good. And we're going to take it out to the side, and this time we're going to hold it here. So pressing down into your standing leg, toes are super flexed. Extend out through your left fingertips. If you're feeling really strong today, you can take your right fingertips out as well. Good, and slowly come back to center. Good, take that ankle up and over your thigh. So, nice stretch here. Good for that outer hip, and you might feel this in your groin, in your low back. So just being mindful here. This might be where you go today, and you just stay here, and this is enough. Okay, some of you might be a little bit more open in your hip, and the knee may fall closer towards the floor. Some of you, it may look more like this, and that's okay. Okay, so wherever you are today is where you are. And again, just a reminder that this is your self-care practice, so to not force. So nice and tall to begin. I'm going to take a deep breath in here. Toes are very active towards the shin. Good, and exhale, slowly draw the belly in and fold gently forwards. And if you have to have pressure on your hands, please take it above the knee, okay? And onto the ankle is perfect. Good, slowly come back up, inhale. And exhale, slowly come forwards. Again, you might just feel like you need to stay still today, just enjoying that upright position. Good, inhale one more time. This time you're going to come down as far as you can without over-efforting, without forcing the body, just noticing what's there today. Slowly rise back up, nice and tall. Good, and draw the foot down and release. And you can shake out the leg if you like, shake out the arms. And then just notice for a moment the right side and how it's open and what it feels like. Maybe it's a bit warm, tingly feelings. And then notice your left side. And we're going to move into the left side now. So pressing down into your right foot, lift your left leg up, pull your belly into your spine to support the back body. And then we're just going to rotate here. Oh, you know what? We started with a point and a flex. So flexing your foot first and just holding that and then point. And flex and point. It's really important to keep the circulation moving in the feet, especially as we age. This will help to prevent falling, tripping, keep us connected with our feet. Good, and then nice big circles. And more just thinking about the rotation, the full range of motion or movement that you have today. So it doesn't have to look like it did yesterday or last week or last year, just today. The beautiful thing about yoga is that it changes every single time we approach our practice. Good, and then we're going to take our hands behind the thigh, so locking them right up to the webbings if you can. This will help to create a better grip. Press down into your right foot. Try not to lean backwards here, so nice and tall, and elbows tucked right into your side. This will help to support the back, and then you're going to press and stretch and breathe. See where you can go today. Maybe it's a little further than last time. Keeping your belly tucked in, nice tall spine. So as your leg lifts, you might start to feel yourself wanting to go backwards, so try not to roll backwards. This will keep the spine safe. Good. And one more time. Nice long hold for the back of the leg there. It feels so good today. Good. And then you're just going to move your ankle, maybe in that point or in the flex position. More just for interest's sake, for curiosity. Good. And then drawing it in. Good. Take your hand just under the knee. Your right foot is pressing down into the floor. Right hand on your lap. Good, and we're just going to open and close. Start slow. You can move faster if you like. There's some nice cracks happening. And both sides, you'll notice that we're really not symmetrical. We might look symmetrical from the outside, but the way our bones are laid out, even the sizes and length of our bones can be very different from one side to the left. So just honoring whatever is there as you move through one side and then the other. Good, and then we're going to take big circles. And again, just enjoying the range of motion that you have today. Good, we'll go the other way. Good, and then drawing that leg up. Oh, you know what? We forgot something. Drawing that leg up and open it out. Good. Flex your toes nice and tall and extend out through your right fingertips. Good. You can look away from the knee here, looking towards your right fingertips or past your right fingertips. And then if you're feeling strong today, if you want to try a little challenge, extend out through your left as well. Yeah, bring your hand onto your leg. Draw that ankle up and over your thigh. And again, flexing the toes. This will help to keep the knee safe. And this side might feel really different. You might notice that your knee can go a little further today, or that maybe you don't feel it as much, or maybe it's a lot more on this side. So just noticing what the sensation is for you, what your experience is. And then deepening your breath into your belly once again. Good. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly come forwards. Just a gentle rocking so that you start to feel a little bit more sensation in the leg. And as mentioned, you might just stay upright and you get lots of sensation, and that's great. Just focusing on your breath, your big belly breaths. And slowly come back up. And exhale one more time. We're going to come forwards. This time we're going to come all the way down as far as you can go today. Again, it might feel really different on this side. pressing down into your standing foot. This will help to really stabilize. Your foundation is strong and solid under your foot. It feels so good today. Good. Sometimes we can go further and sometimes not as much, and that's okay. Good. And then just release your leg. Give yourself a little shake, 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 shake. Beautiful. And again, notice what's happening in your body. So now your right side and your left side are balanced. We've done both sides. It feels pretty great. Nice and alive. Okay. We're going to stand up out of the chair. Okay, so for some of you, this is really easy, and for some of you, this is more challenging. So just take it to where you can today, and if at any time you need to sit down again, you can come back to your big belly breathing, okay, and just focusing on what you can do today. All right, so to get out of our chair, there are 3 hand options, okay, so upper body options, I should say. One is simply placing your hands on your lap, and you're just going to press up, and just like so. When you sit down again, make sure the chair is there, okay? And our second option is going to be fingertips up in line with your shoulders. Shoulders are soft and relaxed, so not like this, but like this, nice and lots of space around the neck, okay? And simply pressing into the 4 corners of your feet and just rocking up, and we're going to stay here, okay? The third option is even less balance, and it's your third option, okay? So hands to heart center, shoulders back and down, nice and relaxed. Feet, 4 corners of the feet pressing down into the floor. Root down into your feet to rise up into your standing position. Okay, so try one of those, and then you're gonna meet me here up in this standing position. All right, so as we are standing here, we're just going to focus a little bit on our balance. Okay, we're gonna use the chair in a moment, but before we get to use the chair, we're going to just stand here without it, okay? So as you're ready, bringing your hands onto your waist, standing up nice and tall. So remembering to press down into the 4 corners of the feet still. Feet are at hip width distance, okay? And then hands are on your waist. Good. Press your toes out wide if you can, spreading your toes. Good. And then as you're ready, just rocking up onto the balls of your feet. The heels can lift just an inch or all the way up and down. Good. Come up all the way up. See if you can find something on the wall up in front of you. Reaching up through the balls of your feet. Heels might be really high or just a centimeter off the floor, whichever works for you. This is wonderful for stretching the tops of the feet as well as strengthening the arches of the feet, the ankles, around the knees. Good, and release. Good, and you can just do little ones and come down if you need. Or come all the way up and hold. Good, find your breath, relax your shoulders. Good, and slowly come all the way down. Good, release your hands beside you. Same thing here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing from the side, we would look at your ears, your shoulders aligned with your hips over the center of your foot. Okay, so palms forwards, relaxed, chest is open for breathing. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. So now we're going to move a little bit with the chair, and if you're getting warmed up like me, you can take off a layer, and we're going to move the chair. Okay, so as you're ready, the most important thing is to not injure ourselves when we're moving our chair. So just like you would pick up anything, you want the chair to be close to you, bending into the knees, so feet again are at hip width distance, bend into the knees, pull the chair close to you, and then lift as if it's a part of you. Okay, so we don't want to injure ourselves with our moving the chair, of course. Okay, so we're going to move the chair this way to begin. Okay, and I'm just going to readjust here. Sorry, so that you can hear me well. And we'll just put our thinner layer on so that you can see more the what you need to see. Okay, the parts of the body that you need to see. All right, so hands on the chair to begin, nice and tall. Roll your shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Relax your shoulders down, and then bring your hands onto the chair. Okay, so full hands on the chair. Good, and then as you're ready, inhale. Bend your knees and exhale, walk back, and you're gonna walk back. I'm moving a little bit as I do this so that you can see me properly. And then you're just going to bend the knees, press down into the four corners of your feet, and let your arms reach forwards. And maybe the chair moves a little bit, or you can walk back a little bit. But really important here is to keep the knees bent. Heels are right under your hips still. And you can look forwards here if you've got any of that pressure in the head or anything like that, anything going on in the head, low blood pressure, keep your head forward so you can look straight ahead or just towards the floor, keeping your chin gently tucked. Okay, if it feels okay for you today, you're going to allow your chest to fall towards the floor, getting a nice stretch in your chest and along the back side of your body. Good, bending your knees here, supporting your low back. Pull your belly into your spine. Good, and then straighten just your right leg. So the left leg is really nice and bent. And smoothing out your breath. Good, and then bend your right leg and stretch your left leg straight. Deep breaths here. And one more breath. This is a modified downward dog. So stretching the whole back side of our body. Now bend into both of your knees. You're going to look up towards the back of your chair. Pull your belly in and round your back up to the sky. And then just pause for a moment here. You might come onto your fingertips. Pull your belly into your spine. Draw your chin right into your throat. Good. And then from here, you're going to pull the belly in and walk forwards. It's kind of awkward, but it's going to make sure that your back is supported as you come out of the pose. Good. Shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll them back and down, palms forwards, nice and tall, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. So here from the side, you may see that my ears are over my shoulders are over my hips, and my hips are right over the center of my feet. Good. Palms are forwards, chest is open. Close your eyes here for a couple of breaths, feeling into the strength of your body, strength of your immune system. And here is where you might feel like you could find a mantra, a positive mantra. Sometimes I stand with my arms above my head and I say, I am healthy and full of energy. I am healthy and full of energy. And I do this even when I am feeling the most down or low energy. And I really truly believe that we can trick our bodies into, or we're listening, right? So we can trick our bodies into how we want to feel. All right, so we're gonna move our chair now. Actually, I think we'll keep it here. This is good. Okay, so we're gonna step our left foot forwards and our right foot back, and you can go a little bit here, so it doesn't have to be a long stance, or you can go quite far back, and you'll see that I'm just wiggling my foot back. Now, the other option, of course, is to take a giant step. You can trust in the strength of your body and know that you are strong enough to catch yourself, okay? So here, we want our feet at hip width distance. So we're still on those train tracks, just like we were in Tadasana, seated and standing. The feet are at hip width distance, and the toes are pointing forwards, heels straight back. So your front knee is going to come into more of a bend here, but watch that it tracks back behind the heel or just above the heel rather than forwards towards the toes. Okay, so nice and square here. You want the shin bone perpendicular to the floor, and then this leg doesn't have to bend too much, but you want to find a little bit of challenge in that front leg. This back leg is working towards straight, so really squeezing the muscles here around the bone to straighten the leg. And then hands, fingertips can stay on the chair the whole time, or you might find that one or both arms can lift. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a deep, deep pose. We're just challenging the muscles a little bit. Good, and getting a beautiful stretch through that hip flexor, where I'm very tight, as you can see. All right, so now to come out of this pose, you're going to just walk or hop that back foot up, holding onto the chair, and allow your energy to settle in between here. Good, take a deep breath in through the nose, and a big sigh out. Big cleansing breath. So fingertips on the chair. We're going to step our right foot forwards this time, left foot back. Again, check out your foundation. Make sure that the four corners of your feet on your front foot are really pressing down into the earth. The back heel is lifted up high. Feet are at hip width distance. You're nice and stable. Good. And again, you don't have to go into a deep bend here in the front knee. Just a little bend is good, and you'll start to feel those muscles really working. And this back leg is straight or working towards straight. And opening up that hip flexor in the back. Good, and just breathing here. You can come down a little lower if you want. Good, smoothing out your breath. One or both arms up. Good, and hands on the chair. Look at your front toes, hop your back foot up, and release Tadasana, mountain pose. Big sighing breath, letting any energy go that's stuck. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. I like to do these little shakes because it kind of resets us. It's not so serious, and we're ready for the next pose. All right, so now we're going to move into some balancing postures, and let's move the chair like so. So we're going to stand beside the chair, your left hand on the chair. Good, and feet are again at hip width distance. Okay, so nice and tall, shoulders back and down, relaxed in your face. Lift up just your right heel to begin. Good, and then you're going to take your knee out to the side. So just like we did when we were seated, we're getting external rotation of the hip here. Good, and just breathing here for a moment, finding your balance. You might find that you can take your hand off the chair, or maybe not. Okay, nice and easy. And then sliding that foot in towards your other foot. Maybe the heel lands on the low leg. And we're going to move into tree pose here. So this is what your tree pose might look like today. You can bring one or both hands to your heart center. Or you might find that you can bring your foot up onto your calf. Some of you might find that you can grab the ankle and draw it right up into your inner thigh. But today I think we'll stay with our foot down low. You just want to avoid the knee joint. So try not to push the foot up. You want to keep the foot below or above the knee joint. Okay, so hands to heart, maybe reaching up and open. You can keep one hand on the chair the whole time if that's what you need today. Looking up will really challenge your balance. So being mindful here to just go to where you can, finding a challenging pose, rocking with the wind just like the trees do. Good, and then slowly bring your hands back to heart. Good, take your knee forwards, stretch it out, and release all the way down. Good, give yourself a little shake. And we're just going to switch sides. So carefully moving your chair. Mine is nice and light, so you can see that I'm not struggling at all to move it with a couple of fingers. But yours might be different, so please be careful with how you move it. Okay, so again, starting with feet at hip width distance. Left hand on your waist, right hand on the chair. Lift your left heel up. Good, pivot your knee outwards. Good, so you can see the whole foot moves. And then there's this beautiful external rotation through the hip. Good, you might stay here. Good. Option here is to slide the foot in towards the leg a little bit. Smoothing out your breath. Good, and then maybe the foot plants up onto the calf. And again, you can go above the knee, just like we did on the other side, or just stay as you are. Okay, so this is perfect. Maybe one or both hands come to heart center. There's a gentle pressure of the foot into the leg and the leg back into the foot. Good, reaching up through your fingertips, open up through your heart center. Big smile. And exhale, bring your hands back to heart. Good, take your knee forwards. Press it straight and release all the way down. Good, nice little shake, shake, shake. Good. And let's move on. Okay, we're going to do one more balancing pose because we did it seated. I think it will be fun to do standing just to see where we're at today. Okay, so left hand on your chair once again, right hand on your waist, lifting up through that right heel. And drawing it up, 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 knee in line with your hip. Good, and then take your knee out to the side. So here you can see that my hand is on my waist, but you can bring it onto just below the knee, standing upright, rooting down into the four corners of your left foot. Flex your right toes up. And if you're feeling balanced, reaching your left fingertips out and away, or that hand can stay on the chair the whole time, extending out, maybe through both hands here, challenging yourself today to find a new pose. Coming back and release. Beautiful. Tadasana, mountain pose. Here we are again. And nice deep breaths. Good. And let's come into the other side. So picking up your chair, carefully moving it to one side. Good. And feet start at hip width distance. Left hand on your waist. Lift up just that left heel. Find your balance. Coming up, knee in line with your hip. Straight forwards. And I'm just going to add the hand here this time, opening it out. Good. You can stay here if you like. Maybe you feel balanced today, you can take your hand off or extend it out. Challenging your balance to look away from your knee. This is much more challenging for your balance. So just being mindful here of where you can go today and extending out again. Options, lots of options. The beautiful thing about yoga, another beautiful thing about yoga is that it never gets boring. You gotta bring your hand onto your knee, hand onto your chair, and slowly release. Beautiful. You bring your hands to heart center, just finding your breath. Deep, full breaths here. Notice how you feel. Hopefully nice and warm. Yoga is really about the connection between the mind, the body, and the spirit. And yoga translates to the yoking together of those three. And there really is no right or wrong in how you move your body with your breath. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out and all the way up to the sky. Really reach, really reach, really reach. Good. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. And we're going to sit back in our chair. You've earned it. So come to sit and just take a comfortable seat. Finding your feet once again at hip width distance. Stable foundation. Good. And roll your shoulders up to your ears. Deep breath in. And exhale, roll them back and down. Good. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. Good. One more time. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. I hope you're feeling as good as I am. All right, so taking your right arm forwards and all the way up to the sky. Good. Bend your right arm, and option here is to bring your hand onto your elbow and gently press down. Give yourself a little tap on the back for being a great human, being this beautiful spiritual being, this human, having this human experience. It's not easy these days. My heart goes out to all of you who can't leave your house right now, this COVID-19 happening. It's a very scary, unsettling time, but we're all in this together. So make sure you stay connected, reach out, laugh, move. Good. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. And left side, reaching up, 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 up. Good. And bend that elbow. Okay, you can just stay here if that feels okay. Make sure that you're creating a little space under the chin, so not to pull the chin in. Nice and neutral in the spine, all the way up through the neck. And then if it helps you or if it adds to your pose. If it feels good in your body, press down gently onto your arm. In these quiet moments that we get to really listen into what's happening inside us. And sometimes the voices in our head can be really negative and unsettling. And so we can start to train our brain here to be positive. I am healthy. I am full of energy. I am connected. I have great friends. I laugh a lot. I am funny, etc. So you can start to really train your mind to switch those negative thoughts. So each negative thought that you have, I'm going to challenge you to have 3 positive thoughts with each negative thought. Good, reach up, look up. And exhale, bring all that gratitude, hope, love, laughter into your heart. Deep breath in. And exhale, release your hands, Tadasana, mountain pose. You're going to draw your chin right into your throat. Give the back of your neck a long stretch. Chin right into your throat. If it feels more supportive to have your hands on your lap, go for it. Keep pressing down into your feet and into your seat. Good. Slowly come back up. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Nice and gentle. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Nice big breaths here. Good. Inhale back to center. Nice. You're going to look over your right shoulder. Gentle tucking down of the chin towards the shoulder. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Gentle tucking down of your chin again. Good. And inhale, center. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have a beautiful day filled with love and gratitude and hope. And we're going to finish here with a quiet few minutes. So if you have to get on with your day, go for it. Otherwise, we're going to stay here for a few more minutes and just come into a silent meditation. And I'll guide you through it. Okay, so just sitting nice and tall, close your eyes. If your low back is at all tired or you're just feeling like you've had enough, you can sit back in your chair, gently resting your low back against the back of your chair if that's available to you. Keep your upper back as free as you can so that your shoulders don't slump forwards. Okay, so nice and tall, keeping your chest open. Palms can face up or down, up to you. Your elbows gently tucked into your sides. Feet are still at hip width distance with your toes forwards and heels back. Okay, so nice and tall, full deep breaths here. And just focusing on the sound of your breath. And we're going to do a couple of exercises here. So Pranayama. Okay, so as you're ready, counting in for 1 and out for 1. In for 2, out for 2. In for 3, out for 3. In for 4, out for 4. In for 5, out for 5. In for 6, out for 6. In for 7, out for 7. In for 8, out for 8. In for 9, out for 9. In for 10, out for 10. Breathe naturally. Empty your lungs, breathe out. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to your natural breath. Slowly start to awaken your body by drawing movement into your fingers and toes. Anything that feels intuitive, you can simply wriggle your fingers and toes. Make little fists. Excuse me. Open and close your hands. And take little figure eights with your wrists. Just drawing awareness back into the extremities. And start to pedal your feet. And gentle movement of the body. Good. And inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Deep breath in. Feel your whole body at once. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Pressing your thumbs gently towards your sternum bone at your heart center. Bow your head towards your hands to honor your body, to be grateful for your body, for your strength and ability, for each breath, and to keep reconnecting with your true essence, the part of you that is unchanging, the part of you that has always been and will always be. I bow to each of you. Thank you so much for joining me in your practice today. Namaste.